there's been a lot of news and intel coming out about EA Sports College Football 25, so I thought it was only right to do EA Sports College Football 25 trailer expectation video. Shout out to a lot of guys who've been really putting out great content in this community. If I forget anybody, truly my apologies. Shout out to Eric Rayweather. Shout out to Thrasher. That's my guy. He makes really good content over there. Tubby Light makes really good content. EA Sports College Football out on Twitter. I actually joined his Discord. Get a lot of intel from over there. Shout out to Kirk Herbstreit, Chris Fowler, and if I miss anybody, truly my apologies. But I'm just so glad that there's so much hype around this game. But I really wanted to get into and just talk about the trailer expectations. We're literally a month out, maybe and some change out, probably about a month out from the exclusive trailer, and there's just some things I want to talk about. Shout out to Chris Fowler, bro. The videos he's been putting out, just really talking about the commentary, has been kind of dope. He said he was watching a simulation of a game. I forgot which team he said which score, but one team scored on a 75-yard touchdown pass, and just felt like it wasn't right, like the energy wasn't right for that call. So it was something that he wanted to redo, and the fact that he cares that much about the game, I think it was a Michigan Ohio State game, so that even adds to the intensity of what that call should have been like. He said it wasn't right. So shout out to him and shout out to the team for just really wanting to get this right. All the updates that they're going to put into this game, I think it's amazing. Also, we saw pre-alpha footage of Fairfield Field at Memorial Stadium. I seen that through EA Sports College Football 25 out Twitter. Like I said, I joined this Discord. I seen the footage of that. It looked pretty daggone good, but it's only pre-alpha footage, so please don't look too much into this. So I tried not to make too much into it, but it's super nice to see some of these leaks. So let's talk about the trailer expectations. So I thought EA Sports did a fantastic job with the teaser trailer back in February. I thought the music was fitting. I like the stitching of the jersey and the flipping of the first down marker from 14 to 25. Literally gave me chills. Whoever added that tidbit for the people who've been still playing this game, a lot of us still play this game. Shout out to the Revamp community as well for keeping this game alive, giving us the updated rosters, giving us updated jerseys. Just shout out to them. But that flipping from 14 to 25, literally a tear almost came out of my eye. Like that, it was that powerful. But EA Sports is going to have to hit the marker once again with this official trailer. Let's talk about it. The kind of the elephant in the room: Frostbite engine. If I had $1 for every time I heard someone talk about their disgust with the Frostbite engine, I would be rich. But here's the interesting thing: the sales data says differently. With everybody's kind of hate of the Frostbite engine, 3 of the highest grossing games of 2023 are made by, guess who? EA Sports. EA Sports FC 24, soccer game coming in at number 10, Star Wars coming in at number 9, Madden 24, for the amount of people who hate the game, Madden 24 was the 3rd highest grossing title of 2023 for a game that so many people so-called hate. The math isn't mathing. And that doesn't mean that the game doesn't improve. They're not out the water. Yes, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed with Madden drastically, but I can say I think one of the core differences is Madden has released titles year after year after year after year. I thought it was great that EA Sports College Football 25 really took their time, because a lot of us thought they were going to drop last year and last July. But I'm glad that they took the extra year to put the extra work into it, and hopefully it pays off. But I thought it was important to give some of the sales data, because for the amount of people that hate the Frostbite engine, for the amount of people that hate Madden is the 3rd highest grossing title of the year. Truly, the math isn't mathing. But I wanted to break down something for you guys, and I think it's important that I break this down. And the people that get it will get it. Some people won't, and that's okay. And I'm okay with that. People often make the mistake of thinking that just because a game has the same engine, the game moves the exact same, and I'm here to shatter that myth. NHL 24 is a game that I play here and now, and it moves differently from Madden and other EA titles. And of course, the environment is different. It's perceived to be on ice instead of grass, but it still moves very different from Madden. The artist formerly known as FIFA. Beautiful game. I think they call it FC 24. And the players on that game move differently than the players do on NHL 24 and the players on Madden, which is a game played on grass, just like Madden, a game that has 11 players on the field, both offensively and defensively, just like Madden. So similar environments on grass, 11 on 11, of course, but different sports. But you get what I'm trying to say. And of course, Star Wars move completely different than everything else. There's a couple key things that EA Sports must get right in this trailer. I am happy to say that I'm a credentialed member of the media. Week in and week out during the college football season, I have the fantastic ability to travel. I go to games. Make sure you guys check out CFB Nation. That is my company. Started it a couple of years ago, and it's really taken off. But I have the ability to travel, go to games, see the games from field level. And the one thing I have to say that this trailer has to do, they have to get the environment right. They have to do that first and foremost. If I go to Madison, Wisconsin at the end of the third quarter, I want to see jump around. Show that in the trailer. You know how crazy that would be if they showed that in the trailer? In the third quarter, those fans. Think about that Penn State and Wisconsin game back in 2021. This is after the COVID season where we didn't have fans. But think about seeing that for the first time. That brought tears to my eyes, seeing that for the first time. So what if they did something like that? Or, go to Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, to see Enter the Sandman from Virginia Tech. Imagine if they had one of those elements. I ain't saying they gotta have both. It's only a trailer. But they have to get the environment right first and foremost. I do not want to see Madden pretty much in a excuse me. I don't want to see Madden in a college realm. That's the last thing I want to see. They have to get the environment of college football in this trailer. Like when you see this trailer and you love college football the way that we love college football, you want to see that. Also, the movement has to differ from Madden. Yes, both football games. Yes, of course, one's collegiate, one's pro, but the play calling, even though the NFL has implemented a lot of college concepts, still the game differs. It differs from a variety of aspects, from play calling. Sometimes the movement differs. You're able to get away with a little bit more in college than you would in a pro. So I don't want to see as stiff of a game in a trailer as well. I want the player movement to be a little bit more free. I want to see a little bit more game-breaking plays. But the one thing that I want to see in the trailer is that the crowd impact should be huge in college football. I remember the game on November 5th, 2022, when Tennessee, when they were red hot, they traveled to Athens, Georgia to play the Georgia Bulldogs, and how loud that game was. I literally had to turn my TV down because the fans were ready for the game, because a lot of media, including myself, was like, yo, Tennessee is going to go into Athens and get a win. That's what we were all thinking, but the crowd plays such a huge impact in that game. I want the feel of college football, and if they do one thing in this trailer, and if it's one thing that they got to get right, just show us a glimpse. Show us a glimpse of Dynasty, and I tell you, there'll be a lot of fans like me, and I'm sorry I'm so loud right now. I'm just passionate about this game. There'll be a lot of fans who will be extremely excited. So they got to get the environment right. They got to get the movement right. It needs to feel like a college football game, the pageantry of a college football game. I don't want to see Madden copied over. Now, here's a caveat, and you can take this for what it's worth. You can look at it as a good thing. I think it's a good thing, or you can look at it as a bad thing. Let's say college football, EA Sports College Football 25 get this right, or let's even say 26, whichever. One of those get this game really right. It's highly rated. They're not going to be able to tell the makers of Madden that they can't copy some of this stuff over and put it in the next game. So you can look at that as a terrible thing, like, hey, the game should differ. Or you can look at it as, hey, maybe this can be the game that helps Madden get it right. So these are the things I want to see in the trailer. Super excited for this game. Definitely about to start uploading a lot more. And until next time, you already know what it is.